Darren, you're actually the one who doesn't know a goddamn thing about cats. For starters, they are very intelligent animals. They're very emotional animals. They have communication that is unlike dogs, but it is still a very verbose communication to a great degree. Their meows mean something. Their tail movements mean something.
See, Corky's only had a cat for a short while. Now he's the foremost expert in cats. Isn't it interesting? Like, he's an expert in relationships, even though he's been in a relationship for, what, like 7 months now? And the only one in his life, he's like, what, 50, almost 50. First girlfriend he's had in his entire life. But he's an expert, and he'll tell people, give people advice about relationships. And now he's this expert in cats. Well, Corky, I've owned cats a lot longer than you could imagine. Okay, I've had cats when I was growing up as a child. Me and my wife, since we've been married, we've almost always had cats around. We lived in apartments where we couldn't have dogs. We ended up just having a cat. So yes, I know more about cats just from my experience in life than you do. Not to mention that I'm smarter than you, but, you know, that's not really saying much, is it, Corky?
Their behavior means something. You know, and it's like, there are so many experts on cats. One famous expert, Jackson Galaxy. I've watched several of his videos. In no video of any cat expert have I ever heard, oh yeah, just leave them alone for 4 or 5 days by themselves with a bowl of food and water that's going to go stale within a day.
Water that goes stale in a day. And nowhere have I seen any video where anybody's left cats alone. All you know about cats is what you've seen in YouTube videos. Golly. Oh, but you're a cat expert, though. And, yeah, okay, Corky. Okay, you know so much about cats. Cats are independent creatures. The reason you leave out enough food for them if you go on a vacation is because cats aren't going to eat everything like a dog would. And you can leave water out. Cats will drink out of your toilet if you let them. Cats don't aren't worried about water going stale. Golly, you're an idiot. The this water is stale.
Never have I heard that before. Never have I heard that before. Our little cat Gracie, if we're gone for too long, she gets upset. She gets sad.
Cat's gonna miss you a little bit at first, but they'll get over it. But you don't know that much about cats, because this is your first cat probably in your entire life. And all of a sudden you're an expert, but you didn't see that in the YouTube video, so it can't be true. Just like telling Von Helton you can't feed dogs chocolate, and he goes in and feeds the dog chocolate anyway. Because he never seen no video saying you can't do that.
She wants to lay on our laps all the time. She was very affectionate. I mean, I get it. Maybe if you grew up around farm cats all the time, that we're never...
You quit with your farm cat shit. You're stupid. You're just stupid. My cats are just as affectionate as your cat. You think because your cat is the most special cat in the world. There's no other kitty like Nick's kitty.
Very domesticated. I get it. And even then, you get a little cat and raise it, and it's all she knows. Like, all she knows is me and Sabella. That's her world. We are the primary other beings in her world.
In other words, you're authoritarian towards your cat. You keep your cat locked up 24/7 in your little tiny apartment. My cats get to live the way that their instincts work for them. They catch mice, they catch lizards, snakes, whatever else. And they come in the house and they, get their cat food and their water and love on us just like your cat does to you. The only difference between my cat and your cat is my cat gets to live more of the life that it would want to, and your cat is forced into its prison life.
We just leave her in a cold, dark apartment for like fucking days at a time. That would traumatize her. Seriously.
No, it would not. I've had several cats. I've gone on cruises. I've gone on, so different vacations. Didn't bring my cat with me. And my cats were not traumatized. They were fine. And some of them were indoor kitties that stayed inside all the time. But at least we had a house, not a, itsy bitsy cubicle apartment thing that, your entire apartment is just a little bit larger than my bedroom. So yeah, you don't know. You said you'd never seen a video on that subject, but now you know exactly what would happen if you left your cat by itself for a few days. Your cat would be fine. It wouldn't be traumatized over it. Unless you have the biggest pussy, weak cat in the world, then yeah, okay.
They would traumatize any animal. You did that to a cat or a dog or anything that's, a higher level than a fucking snake or something.
Here he goes. He forgot what I said. I said you can't do that with a dog. You can do it with a cat. Cats are different than dogs. See, Corky doesn't know this. He's never had a dog, but he's also an expert in dogs because he's had a cat. See, he knows the difference between cat and dogs, even though he has never had a dog. He's petted a few people's dogs, so he's an expert in that. He's an expert in cats. Cats are independent creatures. They don't need you. They only need you to put food out for them and water out for them. If you're able to get the cats to like you, then they'll come over for you for attention. But they're just kissing your ass so that you'll feed them. Cats domesticated themselves. People did not domesticate cats. See, unlike Corky, I know a lot about cats. I know about the evolution of cats. I know how cats first came to humans in the Middle East. Where all those Muslim people live that Corky don't like. At first were the ones that get cats. I don't know if that predates Islam. Predates Christianity, as a matter of fact. But it was in the Middle East where cats domesticated themselves. They came around people and they found that people threw away food that the cats could eat, and and then the Greeks started raising cats, and pretty soon cats made it through Europe, and the yellow tabby cats were developed by the Vikings, and Vikings prized yellow tabby cats over all other cats, and that's why there's a lot of yellow tabby cats around. But Corky doesn't know these things because Corky only knows a few videos, and he never seen a video that you could leave a cat by itself for a while. Cats are fine. They won't be traumatized, dummy. Just your little pussy cat would.
And even a snake, I think, would have a problem. It's just, Darren, you're just, I don't know. You pass yourself off as this country redneck who knows things about the country and the real world and common sense.
You don't know what I pass myself off as. But I'm a person who's raised animals. I'm a person who loves animals. I'm passionate about animals. Okay? I'm a person who grew up, my parents raised and showed pugs. So I've been around the dog show circuit. I'm more of a dog person than a cat person, but cats don't know that. They love the hell out of me. Every cat we get becomes my cat over time because they just love me. So I do know a thing about cats. And I've left cats by themselves at home. The cats I have now I did before I even let them outside because we got them. They were kittens. They were only a few months old, and we went on a cruise, and we left the cats here, and they were fine when we got back. Not traumatized. They were fine. And I've done it with several different cats over the years. No cat was ever traumatized. I've had cats so long they've died of old age, several of them. I had one cat that died of cancer about 4 or 5 years ago. So you don't know what you're talking about. I've had cats that only were indoors. I've had cats that gone out that go outside all the time. I've had both those kind of cats at the same time. We had two cats, our last two cats before these, that both died of old age. Well, one died of cancer, one died of old age. One cat was a Siamese cat that stayed inside all the time. Always inside, never went outside. The other cat went outside all the time. He'd go outside, he'd be gone for days, and then come back. I was worried about him. Where's that poor kitty? You know, sometimes I worry about my cats when they're out gone too long, but they always come back. Cats are smart, and they're better off out. They love it outside. I mean, that's their environment. Or at least a house that's more than one bedroom and stuff. Golly. Your cat doesn't know any better because you won't let it know any better. But that cat ever gets out.
Yeah, you babble on about cats like you're some kind of, either you're incredibly fucking ignorant or you're a very cruel person.
No, you're the one that's ignorant. There's nothing cruel about... Cats are independent creatures, dumbass. You really don't know much about cats, do you?
I'm kind of hinging on both being true about you. I'm driving our cat up here. She sat in her little kennel, and we had the mesh open, and she just sat and she enjoyed the ride. There was a couple of times she wanted, me or Isabella to hold her, and we did that. She's, up right now, she's hanging out with Mike and his significant other. She's very friendly. She doesn't like, it's like you're not supposed to startle a cat. You're not supposed to make loud noises. You're not supposed to do a lot of these different things. And it just sickens me that people want to treat cats like they're not even, fucking sentient. Not, the sentient's not the right word, but it's like she has emotions. She has feelings. Yeah. She's a little life. And anyone who can sit there and act like a little life like that doesn't matter. And that it's okay to just treat it like an object. I mean...
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
I left my TV alone, right? My TV's going to be alone for... My books, they're going to be alone for the whole week. But when I come back, they're not going to sit there and wonder where I've been, right? Because there's no consciousness there. Cats are conscious beings.
Cats are independent beings. Cats are still a lot wild compared to dogs. They're independent. They don't... When you ask a dog to come to you, he'll come to you. You ask a cat to come to you, if he wants to come to you, he'll come to you. You have one cat, you know the personality of one cat. Not every cat has the same personality. But you don't let your cat be free. You got a caged animal's what you got. So don't tell me how you're such a superior cat owner and you so much care more than I do about cats. My cats get to live their life and get to use their instincts and their hunting instincts and what Mother Nature made these domestic cats. Well, they're not really domestic cats, are they? No, they're not. They are sensitive because they got whiskers not only on their face, but they got them on their feet. They're very sensitive to their surroundings constantly, and they need, that's why they love being outside. Your cat doesn't live the good life my cats live. Your cats live a life that you force on them. My cats stay here. They can leave me anytime they want, but they stay here because they want to be here, and plus because I feed them.
And they're very emotional, and they're very, they're very vocal. And it really fucking sickens me, Darren. Did you try to sit there and tell me all this shit because you want to try to sound smart? You're just a fucking dumbass. So, Darren, in the future, don't talk about my fucking cat or my woman.
Talk about your cat all I want, and there ain't nothing you can do about it, Corky. Just like I can talk about your dumbass girlfriend Stabby. There ain't shit you can do about it. There ain't no reason I would fear Corky. Any repercussion from Corky. What are you gonna do, make another video about me? Oh, God, I'm so fucking scared, Corky. And to finish your previous thought, if your cat ever got out, your cat would be screwed. If it ran off because, something startled it and it got away from your car at some rest stop or a gas station somewhere and you weren't able to find that cat because the cat went off and hid and you couldn't find it, that cat would be screwed because it can't survive. Because you never let your cat be a cat. You want your cat to be your little human baby. And I know that you can leave cats by themselves because I've done it multiple times with multiple cats and never had a problem with it. The cats never had a problem. They all did fine. They were happy to see us when we got home. Your cats use a litter box. So, my cats, now if I go on vacation, I just leave food. They'll come in and out. They got a little door they come in and out of. We moved when we got new windows installed, we moved the cat door to another room so that we can shut that door so the dogs don't get into their food. Sometimes dogs want to eat the cat food for some reason, but yeah, you don't know. You think you're the one who thinks you're so smart, but you're an idiot. You studied religious studies and you don't even know what Calvinism is. You go on about things, and it's so funny because the people who know about what you're talking about can see how much of a moron you are. So just shut up. You're not an expert in cats. And I don't hate cats. I probably love cats more than you do because I let my cats live a freer life than your cat lives. Your cat lives in bondage. It's your slave kitty. Has to live in little tiny crates and in little tiny apartments and be in a car, and I don't know. I've had a couple cats that didn't mind riding the cars. Most cats puke when I give them a ride in the car. They just don't like the motion. But, I've got my cats fixed. Did you get your cats spayed or neutered? You probably bought them a shelter, so they probably was already spayed and neutered. Who knows? But you're an idiot. You don't know more about cats than I do. You don't know more about anything about anybody else knows. You think you're smart, but you're not. You make up your own facts like Von Helton. So you're an idiot there, Corky. And don't threaten me unless you back it up. Okay, bitch? Yeah, I wish I had a pet owner like Darren and I could go hang out outside and do things and explore the world and be a real cat and use my instincts that I was born with. But no, I'm oppressed and I'm forced to live in this little cat prison by Corky, and they treat me like I'm their kid, and I kiss up to them because I want fed and stuff. But yeah, I live the screwed life. I really wish I could live like Darren's cats, and be happy and free. But no, Corky's an authoritarian. Corky ain't anything like a libertarian. I wish Corky was more like a libertarian like Darren was, because, then I could just live my life, and be like a real cat. But no, Corky's not going to allow that to happen. No, Corky thinks I'm his kid, like I'm a human kid or something. He's so stupid. He watched a couple videos and now he's an expert in cats. He doesn't know shit about anything. But we all know that. I'm a cat and I'm smarter than Corky. So, there's that going for me. But yeah, at least I get fed every day. That's why I stick around. Otherwise, I'd make a mad dash towards the door. But I don't have any survival skills because I've grown up in this prison that Corky's built around me. And, this little stupid little apartment. Golly. How could humans live in such a small place like that? Corky lives in squalor, he really does. And he doesn't do anything all day. And poor Sabella, she has to do all the work around the house, and then she has to work 2 jobs. And Corky, he doesn't do anything. He's, I'm doing real estate, or I'm writing a book or something. But he's just stupid. He's not doing anything, and we all know that. But you guys all have a good day and a better tomorrow. Meow.